I want to talk about something that's happening far too often. And that is when you pull up to a traffic light and you can smell what your neighbor is eating or smoking. Well, if they're eating food that you don't like the smell of, that's not against the law. But what about what they're smoking, John?
I mean, every day, and I basically drive for a living. I can tell when somebody's smoking in their car and whether it's good or not.
There you go. So not just the test of what it is, but how good it is. Let's not ask how we got there. But the reality is there needs to be some kind of warning to everyone around. Police officers have the ability to search your car. No matter what you think you're doing to protect your rights, they can search your car if they just smell marijuana. Could they get the smell completely out of thin air, out of their minds, and it not even exist, and still search your car? The reality is yes, because it's going to be a credibility test. Theirs against yours at a time when you're in court later on down the road. But what's happening now is so many people are smoking in their cars that the scent is permeating not just at the time they're there doing it, but even later on.
Yeah. And I mean, and also the Supreme Court of the United States can allow the police to make a mistake. It's called a mistake of fact. Even if they're wrong about the weed, you still get to, and you can prove it, they still get to search your car. I mean, how much fun is that? But I'm sorry.
No. So it's interesting because if you have something that doesn't smell in your car and they find it, can they still charge you with it?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. So if you have something illegal in your car that doesn't have a scent and an officer pulls you over suggesting that they smell marijuana, they're going to be able to search your car and find any illegal items in it and charge you with them. So that makes smoking in your car or the smell of marijuana that much more dangerous if you're driving with something illegal at all.
Yeah, don't do it. I mean, it's just, look at me. It's like a billboard. You know, it's just like, you're basically telling a cop that's having, a bad shift that just wants something easy, that's you.
Another thing I've noticed is not just the smell in your car, but also the smell on your clothes. All right, I get it. Some people are prescribed marijuana, an earth-given item to calm their anxiety or for many other medical reasons. But if you come into a courtroom smelling like marijuana and you're on probation or on bond, you can expect the judge to somehow miraculously suggest that you need to be drug tested. And in that instance, we're in a bad space.
Or you're looking at the person who may or may not be sending you to jail.
Yeah. They don't have to agree or disagree with what you do to then consider those things when they're determining your sentence. So once again, it has a scent. Everyone knows what it is, but no one needs to know you do it.
And I just want to be real clear. There's a lot of new stuff out there about drug dogs, what they can look at, what they can't look at. Well, Mark, John, I thought hemp was legal in Georgia. It smells like weed. And, that's all really great, interesting legal stuff that we're going to be dealing with over about the next decade. It's great. It does not help you on the side of the road if you've gotten pulled over because your car smelled like marijuana. It doesn't help you right now. So you're not making a point. You're not being brave. Just avoid it.
Avoid it and save yourself that trouble that you can't get yourself out of right then. And yes, we're hired daily to handle cases like these, but we'd much rather give you a way out of it.